Silvia.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me here in Arts Commons.
Much for inviting me. This is wonderful.
Yeah, it's real special for me to be back in the building, and particularly with someone like you. Before I sort of go off, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, my name is Silvia Temis, and I arrived here in Calgary like about 4 years ago. Previously, I lived in Toronto, and where I was mostly working as an architect and interior designer. I decided to stop that for a while and became really involved with flamenco and flamenco music and flamenco dance. I started as a dancer, and I slowly went into flamenco singing.
I wanted to chat with you today a little about Dia de Muertos. You're a Mexican expat. You have a long history and connection with Dia de Muertos. So I wanted for you to tell us a little about the celebration, about the tradition, and also your thoughts about how this celebration helps with feelings of loss and understanding loss.
Yeah. It's definitely my favorite tradition or my favorite celebration in Mexico. It starts October the 28th and it ends on November the 2nd. And every day has a different activity that you're supposed to do, where you celebrate or you invite different people that have passed. Like, for instance, children, like, for instance, older people, or people that die over sickness, things like that. We are still in touch. We communicate every year at the same time in November, right? And they come and celebrate with you again, right? So you don't have to wait all the way until you die.
You were telling me a little about the altars as well and how that's part of a ritual. I'm wondering, can you tell us a little about the ofrenda?
Yeah. My parents, they put an altar every year. And now I do it very small because it's hard to get some of the pieces, and the elements. But my parents used to have a big altar every year, which is basically, you can set it up anywhere. It's a table, and you dress it up with a very famous flower called cempasúchil flower, which is an orange, beautiful, vibrant color flower. And all the cemeteries are actually full of these flowers. Like, you go to Mexico, the cemeteries at this time of the year, they are so vibrant in terms of color, right? And in terms of, the whole ritual of Day of the Dead. And then there's another element that's called Papel Picado. You basically fold paper into little pieces and start cutting. And then when you open it, you have all this, drawing of there can be many different themes. And then once you have that, which is the preset, the flowers and the Papel Picado, and you start adding elements. So, for instance, a food that was very, very much liked by the people that passed away, like fruit, seeds, chocolate, and traditional dishes from Mexico like mole, adobo, tamales, right? And you will, of course, will have their picture of your, the people that pass away, family that passed away, and put it in the altar next to their food. If your grandmother used to drink tequila and she enjoyed tequila very much, then you will have a little bit of a shot of tequila. At the end of the celebration, November the 2nd, the family, or my family, we will share. If the food was still good, then you will, share it and basically eat it. So it is a celebration throughout the whole period of time, right?
You've got food, you have drinks, you have lots of color, you have family. Both present and present in another way.
That's right. In a different dimension, maybe, no?
Yeah. I can't think of a better way to turn the page on the summer season, the fall season, and shift into winter. And I think what a beautiful way to, again, like I said, deal with loss. And I think something really important for many of us to keep in mind right now.